Well, students, I am Dr. Anurag. I am going to teach you biology of class 10th. In this video, let's study about the respiration in human beings. Let's see what is to be studied in this chapter. Respiration in human beings. In this chapter, let's study about the three things. The first one is introduction. The second one is respiration in plants. And the third one is respiration in animals. So, we are coming to the introduction. Respiration. First of all, I would like to tell about the respiration. What is respiration? Respiration. Basically, respiration is a process in which food is oxidized. Or in simple form, you may say that food is broken down to release energy. So this process is called respiration. Basic तौर पे this respiration is a biochemical process. That means there is a chemical process taking place in the body, and that's why it's called biochemical process in which food is oxidized to release energy. Here we can see C6H12O6 plus O2. This food is, that is, this glucose is oxidized to carbon dioxide, water and energy. This is the first reaction. The second one is where C6H12O6 is oxidized in the absence of oxygen. There is no oxygen, then it's converted into ethyl alcohol plus CO2 plus energy. Here also energy is produced along with the production of ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. This one is the glucose. Now the third one, where C6H12O6, in the lack of oxygen, here in the absence of oxygen, or you may say the limited supply of oxygen or limited supply of oxygen, this glucose is converted into lactic acid plus energy. Here energy is released along with the production of lactic acid. The formula of ethyl alcohol is C2H5OH, while the lactic acid is represented as C3H6O3. So this is the biochemical process. Now I am coming to the definition of the respiration. So respiration is a biochemical process in which food is oxidized to release energy. The three reactions is written just after the definition of respiration. Now I am coming to the types of respiration. Well, now this one is the introduction in the first point. Now I am coming to the second point. types of respiration. Basically, respiration is of following two types. One is called aerobic respiration and another is called anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration and another is called anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration is also known as fermentation. Anaerobic respiration is also known as fermentation. Now, aerobic respiration is a kind of respiration in which food is oxidized to release energy in the presence of oxygen. If there is oxygen and food is broken, then this process is known as aerobic respiration. While intake of oxygen and release of carbon dioxide, sometimes people think that this is the respiration. This is not the actual respiration. This is the breathing process which helps in the respiration. We'll discuss it later on. So, now the anaerobic respiration. Very simple. It is that type of respiration in which food is oxidized to release energy either in the absence of oxygen or in the limited supply or lack of oxygen. So, anaerobic respiration is a kind of respiration in which food is oxidized to release energy either in the absence of oxygen or the limited supply of oxygen. Here, equation number 1 may be written like C6H12O6 plus O2 CO2 plus H2O plus energy. While here C6H12O6 ethanol plus CO2 plus energy and C6H12O6 lactic acid plus energy. This anaerobic respiration is again of two types. Alcoholic anaerobic respiration or fermentation and acidic anaerobic respiration or fermentation. So far as alcoholic anaerobic respiration is concerned, it may be defined as it is a kind of respiration in which food is oxidized to release energy along with production of ethanol in the absence of oxygen. So this type of respiration is called alcoholic respiration, alcoholic anaerobic respiration, alcoholic fermentation. The reaction which we have written over here is C6H12O6, absence of oxygen, ethanol plus CO2 plus energy. Well, in case of acidic fermentation, it is a kind of respiration in which food is oxidized to release energy along with production of lactic acid in the limited supply of oxygen or absence of or lack of oxygen. The reaction which we will written over here may be C6H12O6, here lactic acid plus energy, lack of oxygen. This acidic expression always occurs in the muscles where we feel cramps, while this alcoholic fermentation is usually taken place in the beverage factories where beer, whiskey, rum, etc. are prepared, and also in the bakery where biscuits, etc. are prepared. So this is all about the introduction of respiration. Now I am coming to the respiration in animal. Let's see. Respiration in human. Here we have to study about a few things. First, the introduction. Second, a structure of respiratory organs, and the third one is mechanism of respiration as a whole. First of all, I am coming to the introduction. Respiration in human. In human, respiration is aerobic type. That means respiration takes place in the presence of oxygen. Here food is oxidized to release energy along with the release of carbon dioxide in the presence of oxygen. And the second one is, this aerobic respiration is of two types, direct and indirect. In case of human, it's indirect respiration, where a unicellular organism whose surface is directly in contact with the atmosphere, it can exchange respiratory gases directly from the atmosphere, and that's why this type of respiration is called direct respiration. because here food is oxidized in the cell, which takes the helping gases, that is oxygen, to break the food and release carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide is directly transferred to the atmosphere. Since it is directly contact with the atmosphere, that's why this type of respiration is called direct respiration. While in case of human, all cells are not in directly contact with the atmosphere. They can't take oxygen and release carbon dioxide to the atmosphere directly, and that's why this type of respiration is called indirect respiration. Here, this respiratory gases goes to each and every cell through a wire media, and these wire media are known as group of organs, respiratory organs, which is named as respiratory organ or respiratory systems. Third, this respiration is basically divided into three parts. Respiration is basically divided into three parts. The first one is external respiration. The second one is exchange of gases, and the third one is internal respiration. This external respiration is also known as breathing, while the internal respiration is also known as cellular respiration or true respiration. Because food is oxidized over here to release energy, while this external respiration helps in breaking of food, it only provides the respiratory gases like oxygen. Let's see what happens in all these phases. In external respiration, only atmosphere to alveoli of lungs. Oxygen enters to the alveoli of lungs, and carbon dioxide is released from alveoli of lungs to atmosphere. This phase is physical phase. This is not the biochemical phase. It only helps in respiration. It's not actual respiration. It only helps respiration, and it's called external respiration. Here no food is broken. Here no energy is released. Now the exchange of gases. Actually, this internal respiration or true respiration, where in cell food is oxidized to release energy along with the production of carbon dioxide and water. So this oxygen enters up to the alveoli of the lungs. Now this oxygen is to enter into the cell, and here exchange of gases takes place. I am just giving you a pathway where and how this oxygen carbon dioxide is transported. Suppose this one is the alveoli. This one is the blood vessels very close to the alveoli in the form of capillaries, which is found just around the alveoli, and here is the cell where also capillaries are found. Now oxygen from atmosphere enters to the alveoli, and the process of external respiration or breathing, or I may say inhalation or inspiration. This oxygen is transferred from here to the blood vessels, and this is called exchange of gases. So in exchange of gases, we have to study about the two things. The first one is exchange, and second one is transportation. Now this oxygen is entered into the blood vessels, This oxygen is carried through hemoglobin of blood from the alveoli to the cells. Here again exchange takes place and this oxygen enters into the cell. We'll discuss these all things in very detail in the mechanism part of the respiration. Now here this food is oxidized to release energy along with the production of carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide is transferred, that is exchange of carbon dioxide takes place from this cell to the blood capillaries, and from here it again goes to the alveoli, and from this alveoli, near alveoli from blood, it enters into the alveoli. Here again exchange of gases takes place, and now this carbon dioxide is released into the atmosphere through the process of exhalation or expiration, or you may say breathing. तो बेसिक तौर पे हम लोग कहें कि रेस्पिरेशन जो ह्यूमन में होता है इसको 3 फेजेज में हम लोग बांटते हैं. एक तो इंट्रोडक्शन जो कि एरोबिक रेस्पिरेशन है, जहां पे इनडायरेक्ट रेस्पिरेशन होता है, चूंकि रेस्पिरेटरी गैसेस डायरेक्टली सेल के कांटेक्ट में नहीं होते हैं. जो यूनिसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म होते हैं वो डायरेक्टली ऑक्सीजन को एटमॉस्फेयर से सेल में ले लेते हैं और कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड जो प्रोड्यूस होता है आफ्टर द ऑक्सीडेशन ऑफ फूड ये एटमॉस्फेयर में रिलीज कर दिया जाता है. जो यहां पे रेस्पिरेशन का मेन पार्ट होता है जिसको हम लोग 3 भागों में बांटते हैं. एक्सटर्नल रेस्पिरेशन जिसको ब्रीदिंग भी कहते हैं, और यहां पे सिर्फ ऑक्सीजन और कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को एटमॉस्फेयर से लंग्स तक ले जाते हैं. अल्वोली लंग्स में जो स्वेलन पोर्शन होते हैं, जब स्ट्रक्चर पढ़ेंगे तो देखेंगे कि उसमें छोटे छोटे जो स्वेलन पोर्शन होते हैं उसको अल्वोली कहते हैं, वहां तक ऑक्सीजन जाता है. फिर ये ऑक्सीजन अल्वोली से ट्रांसफर कर दिए जाते हैं ब्लड में ऑक्सीजन, और यहां से फिर ये ट्रांसफर कर दिए जाते हैं सेल में. सेल में यह ऑक्सीजन फूड को तोड़ता है, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड बनाता है, या कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड फिर एक्सचेंज करता है कैपिलरीज में, और इस कैपिलरी के माध्यम से यह फिर आता है अल्वोली में, और अल्वोली में आने के बाद लंग्स के माध्यम से या बॉडी से बाहर रिलीज हो जाता है एक्सहेलेशन प्रोसेस के माध्यम से. तो यही है बेसिक तौर पे रेस्पिरेशन. अगले वीडियो में हम लोग इसके आगे पढ़ेंगे स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ रेस्पिरेटरी ऑर्गन और रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम्स, और उसके बाद मैकेनिज्म ऑफ रेस्पिरेशन. बेहतर है यहाँ पे स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ रेस्पिरेटरी ऑर्गन्स और सिस्टम. तो आज के लिए इतना ही. ओके, धन्यवाद.